Hey guys, and welcome today to one of those tier list videos. So you may have seen on the More Cyber channel recently, we rated all of the Cyber Sundays for this year into tiers. For some reason, this website Tier Maker has taken over this year, and there's tons of, like on Twitter and YouTube, you see this all the time. There's tons of tiers, people rating stuff in different tiers. So basically you can set categories and you can then set like the bottom points of what it's gonna be. So you can make it like about YouTubers, and you can have tiers saying all the way from trash to sick or to awesome or whatever kind of description you want. Today, I'm gonna go through some, starting off with Call of Duty, of course, because we're slowly introducing Call of Duty back into this channel, as you may have seen recently. So we're gonna carry on doing that by starting off with this. So this is the only one that I could find on here that actually included all of the Call of Duty. So I was gonna make my own one, but this one was already made, so I might as well do it. But it has all the Call of Duties back to Call of Duty. Many of you only remember what Call of Duty was like, the actual Call of Duty, the first one. I don't think that was even the first one, there's actually more before that. Because I know there's a point where Medal of Honor was a bigger game than Call of Duty, and then Call of Duty kind of came in and just stole the show. And now what happened to Medal of Honor? Where's Medal of Honor gone? That was like EA's like version of it, and it's just kind of disappeared a little bit. So we'll start off. So I haven't really, the categories are S, A, B, C, and D. And let's just run through it. So we'll go off from, let's go chronological order, I guess, if I can remember chronological order. Hopefully I can. Maybe it's up some point around Ghosts, probably. Is Ghost there? Okay, so Call of Duty 1. So, didn't have multiplayer, so I don't really think we can say much about it other than it was a good campaign, so I'm going to put it into B. Like, there's not really huge downfall, there's not really like huge downfalls for it, and there's not really huge cons, pros for it. There's not really too many pros or cons for it. English is a good language. I should use it sometime. Let me move on into Call of Duty 2, which I am going to move into a very nice category because like Call of Duty 2 is a sick sniping game. And I feel like it's one of the first games that I played online a little bit. Not loads, but a little bit. I'm going to drop it into here as well. Let's move that one down. Okay, just because that multiplayer adds a huge dimension to Call of Duty. I mean, multiplayer COD is an integral part of the game. Well, the campaign has waned off in the past few years. It's not as good anymore, but at one point, the COD campaign was insane as well. So no, I'm just waffling here. Call of Duty 3. I'm gonna say that was worse than Call of Duty 2, so I'm gonna put that there. And now, this is where it gets interesting, right? So Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. Now, I remember that game so distinctively because I woke up early to play the beta. So there's a beta of that game, a multiplayer beta, which included like Vacant, Crash, maybe one other map. And I remember like I woke up at like 5:30 in the morning to play it because I was so excited about it. Because normally I was playing Gears of War with my friends, but with like this new game COD 4 is coming out. Check it out, it looks sick. Played the beta. I think I was like one of my friends that had the beta, or only a few of my friends had the beta, and instantly hooked. So just even for the beta alone, I'm going to put it up to the top. But then even that point onwards, I played that game stupid amounts. I had multiple accounts where I got to 10th prestige. Something I used to do in Halo 3, and something I used to do in COD 4, just make new accounts and rank them up to the top. So on Halo, you could go to General 55, and on COD 4, you went 10th Prestige 55. And I would just do that all the time for fun. I don't know why I do that for fun, but that's what I did. So I'll just try and get accounts 10th Prestige. I have tons of accounts on 10th Prestige. I couldn't even tell you how many days I put into that game. It would be stupid. So we put that up into the top tier. And we go on into World at War, a game which I then didn't touch as much as COD 4. I don't know why. I kept going back to COD 4 even though World at War was out. And it was like a weird divide in our friend group where some of us played World at War and some of us carried on playing COD 4. I don't know why. I think World at War was, like, looking back on it now, it's actually a really good game. And if you go and play it, it's a really, really good game. And you can't even forget the fact that World at War introduced Nazi zombies to the world. I mean, zombies came a thing in World at War. So for that reason alone, it has to be high rated. I'm going to put it, I don't think it's top tier like COD 4, because COD 4 was groundbreaking, but then I guess what it was groundbreaking with zombies. But multiplayer-wise, it wasn't groundbreaking. It just followed suit from COD 4, and it was a worse version multiplayer-wise than that. But it was a good game, and completing that game on Veteran is actually a ball ache. Many tears went into that campaign trying to complete it on Veteran. And then we go into Modern Warfare 2, the game which probably changed my life more than anything. I mean, Xbox tweeted at some point recently, like, what game changed your life the most, and it's this game. Modern Warfare 2, it was just nuts. I don't know, like the game came out and then I put more hours into COD 4 still. But Modern Warfare 2, I played every day from like literally get home 4 p.m. I remember it arriving a couple of days early from when you used to pre-order it from different websites. I don't know what site I pre-ordered it from, but it came like 2 days early. And I literally remember like I briskly walked home that day. I was like, yeah, let's go, gotta get it. I was in IT, like refreshing, checking the tracking number. So you got dropped off a parcel force and I was so ecstatic. And yeah, that game, like, I don't know, that game, without that game, I don't know if I'd be here right now. So that game has to go there. It can't not go there. And I'm moving on very quickly, but I just know that game's gonna be there. And there's not much else I can talk about. I can talk about that game for days and days and days and days. That game changed many people's lives. Think about FaZe, everyone. That game is the reason. So then we go on into the next game, which was, what was it? It was Black Ops, I think. The thing is, right, Black Ops is a strange game. I don't know how I feel about that Black Ops, because I used to do my Modern Warfare 2 final kill cams, and I moved on to Black Ops final kill cams. I think on Modern Warfare 2, I did like 127 episodes, but on Black Ops, I did like 7 episodes and gave up. Because there was something about that game I didn't like. I put hours into the game, but not serious hours. I think Vic put tons of Vic put more hours into that game than I put in to other games. Black Ops was my COD 4 for Vic, if that makes sense. So I played COD 4 loads, and he played Black Ops loads. So I'm sure Vic would rate it really highly, but I'm gonna put it in between these two. I'll put it here for now. But Zombies was so good in that game as well. Like, Zombies kind of carried a lot of these games for me. Like, I put a lot of hours into that game purely because of Zombies. Like, sometimes I put more hours into Zombies than I did into the actual multiplayer. And then we go on into Modern Warfare 3, I'm gonna say, which, again, it was a sick game, but then there's something about it, it just didn't run for me. I feel like it's that game. I think it's that game where I think I met Calyx for this game. But I'm not sure it might not be this game. But basically, we went to meet someone in London because they had like 10 copies of the game. So we went and met up at like 7 a.m. in the morning. And me and Calyx both done an all-nighter. And we hadn't met before. We met at a tube station and was like, right, let's go get this game. Let's go together. And we met some guy in a car park where he sold us the game early. I think he was like, I don't know what he was. It must have been like an employee or somewhere. Dodgy dealings back then. Sometimes you had to do what you had to do to get your games early. Some people go out and buy drugs. We went out and bought COD early. But yeah, that game was a game that I announced Illuminate twice. I did 2 trailers saying to make a montage called Illuminate, which is like a going meme for me at this point. And it never came out because ultimately the reason why it didn't come out is I just stopped playing the game. And that's the issue. Like, I had full intention of completing that montage, and I was so like excited about my whole concept, everything that I'd put into it and all the efforts we put into the editor regards to like different ideas he was going to put into the montage. And it just ultimately didn't happen. The reason why it didn't happen is because I stopped playing the game. So I got X amount of it done, and then we kind of just scrapped the whole project because I stopped playing the game. And I did then think, you know what, I'm going to move it to a all Call of Duty montage to cover all different CODs, so I could use clips from all different CODs. And it just didn't happen. And to this day, it's still coming soon, 7 years later after the trailer come out. But I'm going to put this one here for now. I'm still tempted to change things. I need to look at it all once I've done a whole complete thing, and then from there on, I'll then go, okay, after Modern Warfare 3, what came next? I feel like it's Ghosts. Is it Black Ops 2? I need to check the release schedules of this game. Okay, so it actually was Black Ops 2. Just had to make sure I had the right one. It wasn't Ghosts. Ghosts was after that. I should have known that because Ghosts was Xbox One, right? So Black Ops 2, I feel like Black Ops 2 was a game that like proper brought it back. It brought me back to COD, brought Vic back to COD, brought a lot of people back to COD because it was just a sick game. And it put esports on the map because it was very perfect. No, I feel like I'm going to trigger people by saying it's perfectly balanced, but it felt like quite a balanced game, and it just felt like a good esports game. It had good map layouts that worked for certain game modes. I think Hardpoint was the first time Hardpoint existed, and I feel like that game mode was like a game changer. And yeah, that was it Pro League? Is that what it's called? What was the ranked match system? I didn't even play it that much, but that just further shows that like it put more esports on the map for it. I'm hovering over the wrong one. It's actually this one I'm meant to be hovering over. I remember the COD events I went to for this game were sick as well. Like the launch event for the game was sick. I remember like me and a few other guys had the game early. They went to a launch event, a bunch of celebrities and stuff, and we just destroyed because we knew the whole game inside out. We knew the hard point rotations already because we'd got the game like 4 or 5 days early, and everyone else was there like, so I think it kind of ruined the event for everyone else. But yeah, Black Ops 2, I'm going to put that up here. I'm tempted to move it there, to be honest. I'm going to move it there. But I feel like it's a disgrace to put them on the same level as that. Is it? I don't know. We'll carry on. So in Call of Duty Ghosts.
LOL!
Let's say no more about that one. You know what it is? I like Ghosts, I just never got into it. And I don't think many people did get into it. I don't know what it is about the game. I think it's quite like... I couldn't even tell you what is wrong with the game. I feel like it's quite like a defensive game. I don't know, I never really got into it. It just seemed like a boring game to play. I didn't really have the same kind of like, oh, this is a sick game. It didn't have like a big Call of Duty community around at the time. I feel like that kind of is a lot of my memories of certain games like revolve around the memories that it produced. So yeah, that one was just a no-no for me. And then we go on into Advanced Warfare, which was the first time we had all of the jumping and the different gravity stuff. And I just feel like that was when it was like, you know what, I'm not interested. Even though I loved Halo and stuff, I feel like I just lost interest a little bit. The thing what I find is with every COD, I love the first month when it comes out and then slowly peter out from there on. But I feel like a big part of that is the fact that I haven't got a friend group that play it anymore. Like a lot of the guys don't play COD, it's not a thing. Where like in school and all these other early games, either the whole YouTube community was focused around Call of Duty or my whole friend group from school played it with me, so that was like my thing that I did. Well, I said about Modern Warfare 2, and ultimately Modern Warfare 2, I just played with a bunch of YouTubers. I guess there's no YouTubers that play COD really. There is, but there's not that many. Right, I know of anyway. Anyway, so Advanced Warfare, I'm gonna put there. I think it's better than Ghosts, but it's not on these levels. And then we go on into, I'm going to check again, Black Ops 3. Had to quickly check to make sure I was talking about the right COD, so I wasn't messing up. Yeah, so Black Ops 3 is next. And again, I got into, but I didn't fully get into. I'm going to move Modern Warfare 3 to here, and I'll move Black Ops 3 to there. I think it was a good game, but I didn't fully back it and get into it. I don't even know why. I think maybe it deserves to be there. I'm not sure. But anyway. The next one, Infinite Warfare. Again, I'm going to put you between one of these two. I just didn't get into it at all. I don't even know why. I feel like it was a bit too spacey for me, even though it wasn't spacey. A bit too futuristic. I don't know. The guns sounded they were just strange. It just wasn't up my alley. I don't know. Again, didn't know why. And like I said, I think like a lot of these games, I feel like I could have got into them more, but I just wasn't into them because I didn't have the people around me to play them with. And I feel like a big part of Call of Duty enjoyment is having like a party of 6 or party of how many friends, and you jump on as a team and a squad and you play. Where I feel like a lot of these CODs, towards the later stages, have ended up being games that I've played on my own, and that's not as fun of an experience. You don't really get that kind of same experience you get. Like, I had the feeling you got when you played S&D on NW2, and then you was all in Xbox Live game chat, because you had to be. It wasn't like Skype and Discord back then. And then everyone dies and you lose communication with everyone, and you're like one versus however many people left on their team, and you clutch it up and everyone goes mad when you like come back into lobby. Those times were sick. Like that was a sick feeling. And that's kind of lost these days because of like the Discord and Skypes of the world. And in fact, I don't know, I feel like game chat just died off, didn't it? And yeah, like I said, but playing on your own. Obviously playing on your own is no fun. It's fun, but not as fun. Anyway, so move on and go to World War II, which I think was a very good game. I feel like it just, I didn't give it the attention that it deserved, and I need to be careful with it. I need to rate it based on the game and not based on what I guess I'm based on my opinion of the game as well, though, aren't I? I'm gonna move it to between these two. I'm gonna say there. I think it was a good game. I'm gonna go. Yeah, it was a good game. I'm gonna go there. And then Black Ops 4, with the introduction of Blackout and stuff. And I think the multiplayer is actually really good. Again, a game that nobody played it with me, but Blackout, I obviously did play a couple of times, done it with Vic and stuff. And Blackout is very, very good. I feel like it just came out at a bad time because Fortnite just dominated the whole world for the past year. I feel like Blackout had come out 2 years ago, or even at this point now. Like Fortnite's kind of trailing off a little bit right now. Fortnite just decimated the whole gaming industry all last year. So I feel like Blackout got overlooked because of that reason. But I think Blackout is a good step in a good direction. So hopefully it carries on in the future. I don't know what's happening in Modern Warfare. I don't think they're going to have Blackout or any kind of Battle Royale in there. But you never know these days. I mean, what game hasn't got a Battle Royale? Most games are introducing it. So I'm sure there's a chance of something like that will exist. But I'm going to move that to there. I feel like that makes quite a nice even graph. So let me look through this. So I've got COD 4, Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2 as top 3 CODs that I remember and played. We've got the A-listers, we've got the World at War, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 4. And then we have, in B, we have COD 2. I feel like COD 2 has a disservice to COD 2, but I don't know. And then Black Ops, yeah, Black Ops 2. It's Black Ops 3, isn't it? Sorry. Black Ops 3, World War 2. And C-list, you've got COD, COD 3, and Advanced Warfare. Maybe Advanced Warfare should be down here as well. No, I feel like I got into Advanced Warfare for a little bit. Like, Ghost I didn't get into at all, and neither did I for Infinite Warfare. So that makes sense how it is. So I'm going to leave it like that. That's how I'm going to leave it. I'm going to press save. I think I have to log in. And who knows? I can download the image though. But yeah, let me know. I'm going to link it down below. Let me know what your order of Call of Duty is. I think you can go to like, view community ranks. So they've put Modern Warfare 2 top, Black Ops and Black Ops 2. I rate the Black Ops 2 because I got those two right. Modern Warfare 3 is in the right position. COD 4 at A, no. COD 4 was groundbreaking, has to be at S. So like, I feel like most people didn't, I guess, people didn't know Call of Duty and Call of Duty 3. People didn't know those ones, so I guess it makes sense then to rank it low. But yeah, so I guess I'm not like everyone. So yeah, let me know on Twitter what your kind of tier list was for Call of Duty, and if you want to see me do more of these tier lists in the future, let me know. I did go in with the attitude for this video of having multiple tiers lists in this video, but I've just done one, and I feel like it just needs to be one. That's what it needs to be, because the title and thumbnail is about this anyway. Let me know on Twitter what your tier list was for the CODs, like I said, and if you enjoyed it and want to see more tier lists in the future, leave a like on it, because you seem to enjoy them. I think it's quite interesting. But yeah, leave a like on the video and let me know on Twitter as well. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, share, subscribe, make sure you smack the bell, to ensure you get notified of videos that I do post in the future. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
I'm a Mercus, bare excitement, like it's a circus. Wanna see more exciting things? Check my YouTube channel on Zerkaa. If you hear something in my bar you think I didn't even know that I said, boy, better know when I'm on the mic and I speak, better know that I said it on purpose. That's right, I'm a Mercus, saying it again. Pass me a pen. Black tunes gonna make tunes right past them. My moustache turns grey like Ken. Yeah, haters gonna hate, you can't stop them, fam.